Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Welcome to my team builder, my first week one team builder versus Matt. What is his name? Does he have one? Does he the Wichita Wingulls? No idea what that's a pun off of. Maybe it's not even a pun. Who knows? Let's hope it is a pun. And I don't know what's a pun off of. I don't really know many Wichita teams. But anyway, just going over the teams. Of course, my team is Infernape, Hippowdon, Blissey, Escavalier, Electrode, Zoroark, Mandibuzz, Mega Garchomp, Stoutland, Empoleon, and Shaman. His team is Manaphy, Bisharp, Crocodile, Cobalion, Slurpuff, Butterfree, Mega Beedrill, Talonflame, Zapdos, Ursaring, and Bouffalot. Now, when looking at his team, the first thing I immediately realized, eye-catching out, this is actually on the car ride back from Houston. I was looking at his team and I'm thinking, you know what? His team is extremely weak to rocks. He has 4 things on his team, all of which are weak to rocks. Well, all 4 of those things are weak to rocks, and they're 4 really important Pokemon. Well, 3 really important Pokemon in Butterfree. But 2 of them are 4x weak to rocks in Butterfree and Talonflame. So, and then the other 2, of course, Mega Beedrill and Zapdos, are also really important mods. And Zapdos is his only Defogger. So, if I run a Stealth Rocker that is good against Zapdos, then or can 1v1 Zapdos, then that's perfect. And that's what I'm doing here with Toxic, Stealth Rock, Soft Boiled, and Seismic Toss Blissey. I originally had Thunder on this Blissey set, so I could 1v1 Manaphy, but I decided to go with Toxic instead so I could put Zapdos on a timer, which is very useful. It's just better for residual damage against Zapdos. Now, this is a post-com team builder, so I already know, when I say post-com team builder, I mean post-battle team builder, so I already know how the battle went, but I'm not going to spoil anything at all. These are all my insights before the battle, not my hindsights. So, Stealth Rock, of course, because it 1v1 Zapdos, and it's a Stealth Rocker. Soft Boiled for recovery, Toxic for timers, and Seismic Toss. Then I have Flame Ryak, the Infernape. This is actually, I put Infernape on the team second, but I didn't put on the set until I put on Zoroark. So I'll just let you guys look at it for a second, then I'll move on to Hippowdon. So, Hippowdon, the Rock, oh, God. Hippowdon, the Rock Morocco here. This thing is extremely useful for his team. Why did I put speed into it? Wow, it was like this during the battle, wasn't it? Wow. That's why I wasn't... Okay, I'll talk about that later. But, okay then. So apparently... Okay, max HP, max physical defense is what I meant to run. Basically, this is here to deter all of his really good physical attackers, like Bisharp, Crocodile, Cobalion, Slurpuff, Unrested Soaring Surf for a Calm Mindset, Mega Beedrill, Talonflame, Zapdos, and unless it's running HP Ice, even I can wall pretty easily because it's the best move to him is Heat Wave. That won't hit too hard. But I have Rock Slide for, of course, those 4 key mons. Earthquake because everything on his team is either hit neutrally by Earthquake or weak to Rock Slide, which is really nice. And he has a lot of things that are weak to Earthquake. Slack Off, of course, for recovery. And Whirlwind because he has a bunch of things that can run setup sweepers. Just looking at his team, and if he gets Tail Glow, Bisharp gets SD, Crocodile can run a Scarf Moxie set, Cobalion gets SD, Slurpuff is the setup master, Butterfree gets QD, Mega Beedrill gets SD, Talonflame gets SD, Zapdos, I guess, can run a Jellipass, I guess. Ursaring I don't think runs, and Ursaring and Bouffalot both don't really run anything. So, that's my basic set for Hippowdon. Then we have Escavalier here. Saltfest, Escavalier, max HP, max attack, Mega Horn, Knockoff, Pursuit, and Drill Run. Now, he has nothing weak to Dark type attacks, but having just something to be able to knock off items is useful. Also, for Pursuit, Mega Beedrill and Butterfree, and I guess, well, no, not really Talonflame, but Mega Beedrill and Butterfree are both weak to, not weak to Pursuit, but they're just weak in general, and they probably will want to switch out to Escavalier, especially since I'm Overcoat, so Butterfree really can't do anything to Escavalier, and Mega Beedrill, of course, can't do anything to Escavalier. So they'd probably want to switch out, and I can just get that nice hit off of them. So, that's my basic idea here. Then I have triple stab electrode here. Splody. He's never going to explode, but expert belt aftermath. Aftermath, just because whenever electrode dies, which it probably will die, it can get that nice and sweet 25% damage off. Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Signal Beam, and Thunder. Basic idea here is that he only has one ground type, only one electric immunity. That's Crocodile, which is weak to Signal Beam. So, my basic idea is I can 2-hit KO Signal Beam, I can 2-hit KO Crocodile with Signal Beam, and then just Volt Switch freely on his team. Volt Switch and Thunderbolt for, of course, a reliable stab attack and being able to get some Volt Turn action on. And Thunder for if Manaphy sets up a Rain Dance. I can just click Thunder on it, and so it does a lot more to hits 2-hit KOs more often. And lastly, I have Zoroark here. Night Daze, Flamethrower, Sucker Punch, and U-Turn. So let me talk about Zoroark in Infernape real quick. The basic idea here is that they both have U-Turn and Flamethrower, which is why I have Flamethrower instead of U-Turn. I have Night Daze and Sucker Punch, of course, as well, because Infernape does not get Dark Pulse, so well, if I'm clicking Night Daze, I'm revealing myself anyway. So it's not really a big deal there. Of course, U-Turn for Volt Turn, Flamethrower for hitting Cobalion, the Bisharp, the Mega Beedrill super effectively, and the Butterfree, and then Sucker Punch for any possible priorities that I may need. So, Infernape also has Close Combat and Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch for the Manaphy and Close Combat for just hitting things hard. It's my hardest stab attack because I am max attack, max speed, instead of any special attack investment other than the 4. And Close Combat just hits his team really hard in general. This coverage is just really good for his team. So, actually, I can... No, yeah, that was my team for him. I will see you guys at the battle. If I can find the stop recording button. There we go.